Food is a big part of our lives and culture. It is completely necessary for surviving. We put food into our bodies several times a day and often enjoy it during social gatherings with the family. But in a more and more fast-paced society, a lot of people are looking for fast solutions. You can find pre-packaged food anywhere and in all kinds of supermarkets, designed to make life easier. But are we aware of what we actually put into our bodies? Let's take a look at 3 different types of pasta sauces.
Then we have onion. Okay.
Meet dietitian Annelies van den Hoven. She will explain what these bottles actually contain. The 3 bottles we have looked at are Heinz Traditional, Biological Albert Heijn, and Grand Italia.
Okay, well, we're talking about the Heinz traditional pasta sauce. And as I see here, it says tomatoes, 61%. Well, that's a nice one. Of course, tomato sauce should contain tomatoes, else they can't call it tomato sauce, of course. And that's maybe nice to mention, the first thing that is mentioned, that means that it's most of the ingredients is the tomatoes, then the puree, then the oil, then the carrots, and then the sugar. So it's like the 6 ingredients. So that does mean that there is not that much sugar in it.
All of the 3 bottles contain mostly tomatoes. However, the Albert Heijn has got the most with 95%. But
It says biological, and that's always a little bit misleading, I think, to a lot of customers, because biological doesn't automatically say that it's healthy.
actually, the Albert Heijn tomato sauce contains the most sugar.
When I look at the sugars, 5 grams here per 100 grams, and 7.5 in here.
The one with the most salt is Grand Italia.
Salt 1.1, so this one is also more salty than both of these. Yeah.
But overall, Heinz has got the least amount of sugar and salt.
Well, if I had to choose, I would choose for this one. Why? It contains more tomatoes than the other 2 options. It contains more or less the same amount of salt as this one and much less than this one. The amount of sugar is a little bit higher than that one, but like I already mentioned, I'm an athlete, which means that I bike and I run, and that means that I need sugar as fuel, so a little bit of sugar, that's fine.
All in all, the 3 bottles aren't the worst choices when it comes to prepped food, but they still contain a certain amount of sugar, salt, and conservatives. Is there a better solution?
When you make it yourself, you know exactly what you use. And it's not that hard. I mean, tomatoes, basilicum, some oil. Should be manageable.
My name is Geert. I cook for a long time already, more or less 30 years or something. Since I was a kid I wanted to cook, so for me it was quite natural to become a chef.
Geert Boerema is owner and chef at restaurant Merkelbach. He thinks that people should be more aware of the foods and ingredients they buy. Boerema is also the initiator of the Slow Food Chefs Alliance in the Netherlands. And here are his thoughts on slow food.
I think the ideas of slow food are important because it's a quite broad idea. It's about good food, it's about clean food, it's about fair food.
And as a slow food chef, Boerema always tries to encourage people to cook for themselves.
People should cook for themselves because it's fun to cook for yourself, and not only for you, but for the people you eat with. So it's enjoyment. It can be more tasty because you can adjust the sauce the way you like it.
Like dietitian Annelies van den Hoven, Boerema also thinks everyone can manage their own pasta sauce.
It's quite an easy sauce to make. You don't need a recipe actually, just some brains and some good tomatoes. Olive oil, onions, tomato. Cook it First you fry up the onions a little bit, make it shiny, and then you add the tomatoes, canned or fresh. Cook it for 30 minutes. Add some thyme and oregano, maybe some salt, some pepper. Do whatever you think is good. Cook, pause it, and eat it. Simple as that.